Like our other programming, Literary Arts has had a lot going on for the last 6 months. We've continued to host successful events and classes on campus and online, and we've added some new offerings to meet the expanding need and interest in our literary program. To build community and learn about other writers and introduce new writers to the Settlement School and what we have to offer, I attended and presented at several conferences, meetings, and festivals. To promote the flood anthology Troublesome Rising and to discuss the impact of flooding in our region, I was a guest presenter for the Kentucky Conservation Committee Kentucky Voices event in Frankfort. I set up a table at the Kentucky Book Festival in Lexington, joined the Michigan State DAR online book club for discussion, was a guest for 2 Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental and Intellectual Disabilities department meetings, was a guest on the Christian Appalachian Project podcast and interviewed for their magazine, presented a panel of our writers at the Mildred Hahn Literary Conference, and more. We hosted a reading and class for University of Kentucky design students on campus, and I was also a reader for the WMMT Spring Fund Drive finale. Multiple employees attended the Appalachian Studies Association Conference in Cookeville, Tennessee this March, attending sessions and hosting an information and sales table for the Settlement School. We also had multiple writers from our Flood Anthology and our Fireside Industries catalog presenting on their work and participating in the author signing event. We are proud that Troublesome Rising and Kingfisher Blues were both finalists for the prestigious Weatherford Award this year. As the Heinemann Cast podcast is getting back up and running, I had the pleasure to interview local writer and business owner Mandy Fugit-Scheffel. She spoke about her forthcoming memoir regarding the opioid crisis and also about her experience with yearly flooding in our region. We're very excited to go live with the Flood Anthology's companion website, troublesomerising.org, with new poems, essays, photos, and videos addressing our 2022 flood, as well as other climate crisis events throughout Appalachia. We hope to open submissions for this website again each summer to continue the conversation about our flood and other such concerns throughout the region. Winter Borough is a growing event that brings in not only writers, artists, and musicians, but also Appalachian Studies students and scholars from the region for a literary and arts conference each December. Over 40 people attended our second Winter Borough this year, including 10 current and alumni Ironwood students. The Ironwood students stayed after the conference for a curated writing retreat with classes, readers, and mentors. We wrapped up our first participation in the National Stafford Challenge, which is a challenge to write a poem a day for the year. 88 people signed up for the challenge through the Settlement School, and we published a souvenir anthology titled These Mosaics, where each participant was invited to send in a poem. The 2025 cohort began January 17th with 48 people joining in. Adding to the offerings for the Stafford Challenge that were successful last year, such as writing prompts, a private Facebook group, monthly Zoom meetings, we've added an Appalachian book club and small writing groups to build community and share work. We had 19 people enter the second annual Oak Ledge contest this winter to win a free residency in the Oak Ledge House, and we welcomed the 3 winners from Central Appalachia all the way to New York in January, February, and March. Our second issue of Untelling was released in December. In our first 2 issues, we published the work of 85 writers, artists, and photographers, ranging from those right here in Knott County all the way to Reykjavik, Iceland. Submissions for issue 3, which is due out in June, are currently being read. Our Troublesome Creek Writers retreats with Annette Stinnett-Clapsaddle in the fall, and myself and Silas House in the spring brought over 50 people to campus. We are happy to release Evolution of the Gospelettes by Tammy Oberhausen and Kingfisher Blues by Eric Reese on our Fireside Industries imprint. Faculty has been set and registration is open for our 4th Ironwood Writer Studio. With the partnership with the James Baker Hall Foundation, we hope to have an expanding market base for our Young Writers programming. And with the foundation support, we were able to take 6 of our high school students to attend the Young Writers Conference at the Carnegie Center in Lexington this spring. We hope to continue building opportunities for these high school and early college students to bridge them into the adult writing community as they age out of our Ironwood Summer Workshop. We're ramping up preparations for the 48th Appalachian Writers Workshop in July. We had a record number of applications, 153, with access to the Opportunity Center for classes and the ground floor of the Mullins Center for a secondary dining space. We've been able to accept more applicants than any year previous. We're planning some new fun events for this year as well, including Sarah Insulaco collecting oral histories about workshop for the archives, and a retro prom to dance the night away. And we're proud that 4 Ironwood alumni applied for and were accepted into workshop. On a personal note, I've been sworn in as a member of the Troublesome Creek chapter of the DAR and was awarded status as a Kentucky Colonel. I definitely look forward to the spring and summer events on campus and throughout our writing community. It looks to be a very exciting season.